Maybe like this. I already went through the settings here earlier, and there were lots of them. You can have basically everything set up like you want it, or hopefully, because there are lots of options in the accessibility department. Auto switching targets is really good. Gameplay assist, yes, no, and then if you pick yes, you have the choice as automatic combat, so you can automate part of the fighting if you just want to, kind of enjoy the story of the game. Then there's a secondary part to the combat that you can automate. You can automatically counter or finish, and so on and so forth. You can have the inventory pause the game. You have either tapping or holding, tapping or pressing buttons for QuickTime events. So that's pretty good stuff. This is a very good accessibility page here, and the rest of the settings are also very complete. I'm going with the game's default FSR 1. Sadly not 2, but yeah, it's it's maybe helping. Optimization is probably not the best. People have been complaining on the forums a bit, and I think the music needs to go lower. I'm not sure about this here. Sound effects and dialogue could be too loud still. We'll see, or we'll hear, more like. So Soulstice, 1 hour maximum, right? To convince us. Initiate. It says it's a reasonable challenge. Yeah, we're not using that. But it's controller built.
In the beginning, the world was subjugated by chaos.
I'm on mouse and keyboard though.
Then, the keepers came to be torchbearer, shaper, and judge. The three fought the spawn of chaos, and ultimately, they prevailed. Chaos could be banished, but it could not be destroyed. So the keepers weaved a veil with their own essence and stood guard. The world was now safe, but it was also empty and meaningless. Thus, the keepers reached beyond the veil. They seized the power of chaos itself. They gave it shape and purpose. They created life, and man was their most perfect creation. But all life would eventually hear the call from beyond the veil. Thus it happened that, alongside life, death also came to the world.
Death.
The great cycle was set in motion. Yet chaos hungered for more, and sought to undo the Keeper's creation. The spawn of chaos struck, wounding the Keepers and tearing the veil. Endless droves of horrors trespassed into the world. And so came the Soulstice of Souls. Hurt and weak, the Keepers charged man with defending the world. They inspired man to fight fire with fire, ferocity with ferocity. Driven by the infinite wisdom of the Keepers, man turned the very power of chaos against it.
With purple armor.
Through sacrifice and resolve, a breed of sacred warriors was created. 3 were wounds in the essence of the Keepers. 3 the mighty battles fought and won by the champions of man. 3 the sacred cities that were built in those hallowed places.
We done?
Eventually,
No.
The Soulstice of Souls was put to an end. The 3 cities still stand to this day for the glory of the Keepers, while the memory of the sacred warriors has been lost to time. But while the mortal body must perish, that which is immortal is bound to be reborn.
Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, suddenly stuff.
We're inside at last.
Don't be too enthusiastic. Someone here is more than eager to welcome us.
Right, we've got an eye patch. There's a crystal coming out between our boobs, and we are scantily clad. We've got a big ass sword, and this is everything that I expected. Maybe even a bit more. Okay, so I think the dialogue volume is great. The sound effects can go up, and the music can go up.
It began here somehow. What could unleash such immense power?
If we survive, we might find some answers. Now let's focus on destroying these things.
Is that blood? Demon blood. Yup. Very cinematic. I like it.
A strong aura is approaching.
Got a bit of stutter. The game is really not optimized, so I might need to tweak the graphic settings a bit. It's kind of a stutter fest at the moment. I'm gonna have a look at the frame rate.
Not again. I actually think that we may turn the situation to our advantage. You'll find out shortly. Prepare yourself.
Oh, the sounds are overlapping and crashing, huh? Yeah, this is trippy is the word.
Can you feel it now?
It's all far from now.
Then let's make the most of this time.
Whoa.
Now we get rid of these other wretches. When it returns, it shall have our undivided attention.
I seem to be sort of possessed or something. Half a demon.
Are you all right?
Don't worry. I can handle this and more.
It just won't give up.
I'd be disappointed if it did. Now it's our turn.
Okay, what the hell? I was actually doing the combat there, right? That was not a cutscene only. That was a mix. I didn't need a tutorial for that. But yeah, the game's a bit choppy on the frame rates at the moment. I'll have to see if that is something we can improve. One day earlier. Cutscene's louder than the rest. It's very berserk, that sword. We're maybe Guts' cousin.
I can hear their cries. All the lost souls.
The Order set a small tear. Not that the world's veil ripped apart. Look, there, above the cathedral.
Ilden. One of the three capitals. The seat of the torchbearer.
Once the light of the kingdom. Now it burns.
I can't do this. It's too much. I can't even fathom why the Order sent us here with the other chimeras. I'm not ready. We are not ready.
To them, we are just Briar and Loot. The outcasts. I see, this is our chance to prove ourselves. We can't waste it. Anyway, we're late. Can you sense the others?
The echo of the dead is just too strong. It dulls my senses.
Loot, you need to focus.
Forgive me. I will do better. Whatever ripped open the veil must be powerful.
Let's look for our observer.
He should be able to tell us more what transpired here.
Then we best find him quickly.
We might need that paddle. Okay, now we're actually in the game. And I will try to see if I can make it behave a bit more to my liking. So this is ultra quality FSR 1, which is not the best option. I could try to turn that off. Lock the frames at 60 for both the cutscene and the game. Currently it would run at 75, which is my screen's frame rate. So okay. Also, I could set shadows to medium. I normally don't see the difference. That shouldn't cost much. Visual effects and textures can... Oh, I should be able to run textures at very and visual at high. But yeah, it's a bit of a resource hog, this one. I'm monitoring the temperature on my graphics card, so... But yeah, without the upscaling, I'm achieving around 55 frames here now in the idle mode. So I'm gonna... try it like this. There's a high setting, medium for shadows and post-processing. And then we go back into the game engine and see how it looks. Yeah, this was free on Epic. Okay, that's a 47 average frames. I don't control the camera at the moment. I just control the character with WASD. Yes, Sunless Sea is a good comparison. Okay, so there's a lot of fog and whatnot. If I go back here and say, okay, we still want ultra quality, but maybe sharpen only 6. That uses much less GPU power, so the temperature on the GPU is going down, but it don't get more frames out of it. Which is...
The touch of chaos always leaves traces.
You know what? I'm gonna pick up the controller now.
Taking the weakest first.
And see how that
Strong.
works.
It is needlessly cruel.
I know all too well how chaos corrupts and kills.
I'm sorry, sister. I didn't mean...
We have
Okay.
more important tasks than mauling those we can't save.
We
Right.
are saved. Do not forget.
I can stop monitoring the GPU temperatures now. So, what is most important to me at the moment, because lots of people complained in the Steam forums about the shitty performance, I don't get an average 60 frames out of this. Yeah, okay. The upscaling is outdated. I hope they might patch in maybe FSR 2, right? I mean, 3 is going to come out at some point. And they've got 1 in here. I don't know if they offer another upscaling option, actually. DLSS is not something I've seen here. But maybe they auto-detect what kind of card you have. Since I've got a 1080 Ti, I can't use DLSS, so there's that. Maybe if I go for quality, I get the 60 frames that I want. Yeah, that looks a bit better. I might not be able to spot the difference in graphics fidelity, except maybe for some blurry things on fast moving shenanigans. I got to download more graphics. Hey, Papa Meow Meow, welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna download more RAM first, though. Oh, I can control the camera. At least with the controller I can. With mouse and keyboard? I don't. Okay. So the right stick lets me look around a bit. Right? Okay, let's see. And this is the first time that I'm actually looking at the controls. The game didn't do any tutorial shenanigans. It was just left and right mouse button moving and dodging in the first bit of the game. Pressing the left stick is not assigned to anything. That's quite fine. So we've got a dodge on the left button. That's not good. Not good for me. Can I customize that? No vibration, movement and camera. So dodge needs to be on the right trigger. For me. It automatically changed the rest around. So evocation field is on the left trigger, banishment field is on the left button, inventory is on the right button. That's quite fine. Use item is down. Weapon left, weapon right, weapon up. Okay, and now if we go back to the accessibility options, auto switching targets on. After you kill one, you switch to the next. I think seeing how fast the game is going to be earlier, we saw that. That might just be a good thing. if you feel like the combat's too fast for your liking, you can let the game fight it out on itself, right? So every time you get hit, you choose another target, and then you can initiate auto combat again. I don't want that, but it's an option. Same for your character's companion loot. They kind of do fields in combat. I don't know. Automatic counter, finisher, and so on and so on. When enabled, the inventory will remain open without holding its input. That's good for me. I really actually need something like this. Currently, inventory is on the left button. Yeah, that's much easier like this. You can tell the game to pause on inventory. I think that's nice. No tapping buttons, you just press a button for the QuickTime event. You can change that, right? This would require pressing, and this is tapping, and this is just pressing a button. And this disables all the holding. Right? We don't want to hold the buttons, so we just press them. And that's really, really good. Controller chauvinism. No, I haven't played this before, Chris. No. It's the first time.
I fantasized about visiting Ilden as a child.
One should always be wary of what they wish for.
You see, I'm not sure if you see it on the browser cutout size, but I see the upscaling creating some rough edges here when I jump, right? So I can air dash, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, here you see it also. The shimmering around the breaking parts, it's got like a bit of blurriness to it. The red chaotic residue from the tear in the shape of dust, shards, or crystals enhances the capabilities of an Ashen Knight. Oh, that's a secondary weapon. Cool. As far as I can tell, it only has FSR 1. But it might be auto-detecting your card. And instead of showing FSR 1, in your case it would show DLSS, but I don't know. You might be able to find out in the on the store page. People usually discuss that in the Steam forums. Gotcha. But it's a good question. I would hope that they that they add FSR 2, because that is a much more powerful upscaling tool. Thankins. No problems. We can all English, that's alright. Oh, that's just decoration. I get it. Okay.
All these lives destroyed. I wish we could have saved them.
You know this is not how it works.
Oh. That sword is in a horse, and the horse is dead. This is luxury to which we are not all privy. Yes. Have you played this before, Chris? It's currently being given away on Epic. Is that an anchor? No, it's just a big ass hammer. I feel like this might be something you enjoy.
Miles along the bay. They once teemed with life. And now
Looks like this city has been dead for years. Yielding is no more loot. We better get used to the idea.
Double jump. Okay, we're destroying lots of breakable objects or lots of red things. Oh, there's an invisible wall there. I see something. It's purple, so it must be important. Ashes of a fallen chimera. In their darkest hour, the chimera can find inspiration in this memento of those who came before. If you have been defeated, use this item to get back into the fray. Aha! Exploration is being rewarded.
It is as if it were a living being.
I can feel it breathing.
Okay. Nope. Right, so we can get across here.
We are not alone.
Right. Settings. What's the lock on button? Ah, the right stick. Okay. I thought I tried that. I think I pressed the left one. Fresh meat! Ooh.
These broken. They were just people once before they became corrupted.
Call this the judge's mercy then.
Smashy, smashy. Yes. Counter. Okay, loot is able... The little ghost is able to defend us. When you see the target reticule, press B. The most basic counter that loot can perform is a slow counter. This action briefly freezes time around the enemy, allowing Briar to move away and avoid the attack. Aha. Over the course of her journey, Loot will become able to slow down stronger enemies as well. That's a random frog. She was looking only at you, Mikhails. Timing is crucial. Your reflexes influence the outcome of Luke's defensive actions. If your reaction is too slow, you will miss the counter opportunity and Briar will be exposed to the attack. If your reaction is quick enough, you will perform a perfect counter. Be careful not to press B when no enemy is attacking you, or Luke will be distracted when you need her the most. That worked. Yeah. Bayonetta, Devil May Cry, and similar spectacle fighter games. Very similar to this. Very similar to this. Very cinematic. This game, it has a lot of moments where the camera control is removed from the player and then, you know, you see stuff and things, but it plays out well so far. It is definitely not bad for a freebie. That is true. You can look up all sorts of things. and get more lore. I think it might be a game where I want to have all the lore pieces, you know? It looks a bit like it. You can learn more if you kill more enemies with them. They are main characters. Ah. Lore! Dog stuff on Deviate's end. Enjoy walking the dogs. He's got things that every dog needs. Alright, you can also navigate with this. Okay, cool. Alright. So what was that? Half an hour? Yeah, cool. Perfect. Darksiders even comes to mind, maybe. I don't know. But yeah. Not a Souls-like. They didn't stand a chance. And now I'm a controller, of all things. Could you imagine that? Battles in open spaces can be quite crowded. When the eye symbol is visible in the bottom right corner of the screen, you can use the right stick to rotate the camera and get a clearer view of what's going on. You can decide to focus and lock the camera on a specific enemy by pressing the right stick. Lock? Okay.
You want more? I've got
Another counter, barrier. Yeah, okay. Oh, too late. I got hit.
I felt that.
Yeah. Interesting. Darksiders.
They're
The
drawn to us like
Darksider.
moth to a flame.
They can't resist the lure of light. Even though it comes from us.
Yeah, I have such a love and hate relationship with Darksiders that I considered continuing the series again at some point. Oh, I think I can't cross over that. Cringe Siders. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Oh no, I'm not gonna play that again ever. But thanks for bringing it up. Not. Where am I supposed to continue? I feel like the boat is where we are. Maybe a double jump.
Protect us.
Yeah, everybody enjoyed it except me. Aha! Look at that. Oh, this is... Look at that. I mean, that's awesome, right? I like what the game does with perspective and camera. It's rare that I say that. If a game takes away the camera control, I'm usually annoyed. But they are doing a good job here. So there's a form of direction going on here that's really good.
Sister!
What was that?
I felt the tear itself.
Nasty platforming. Oh, enjoy the shower, Chris.
The observer. The sooner we get to him, the better.
Let's see if you're right, Mikhails, if there's nasty platforming or not. That's a good thing to figure out in a game like this. People want to know. Ah, not that way. Okay. Ooh. It's Mikhails' fault! I bring it on.
One down.
I'll not give them the chance to.
Who's next?
Of course we got an aerial launch.
There's more.
I'm ready, sister.
Oh.
We're not backing down.
Okay. Slashed it to bits. Emerald Tear Dust. Restores health. Some of it, at least. And definitely made sure that that your graphics card dips down into the lowest frame rates possible with all that fog.
That sound.
Or smoke.
I can't stand it.
Challenge the void.
It must be him.
Do you want to see the challenge? I think it's not going to show us anything in particular. That's amazing. But we want to see, right? Just a quick look. Slay all the enemies before the time runs out. Oh, that's complicated. An achievement.
What is this place?
I don't know. It seems like we crossed the veil this time.
She keeps saying
Then we
Luke.
must find a way to go back.
There's only one way. Oh, no. Okay, we've got red indicators. I thought I was in time there.
Let's keep it up.
Yeah, the auto counter is something you
Cover
can
me, Loot.
definitely consider. Yeah, I counted that. Interesting.
We're not backing down.
Oh, no. Gibbity goop. I didn't counter a lot. Still silver. Nice. Hell? No. Oh, 3, 4 more. Yeah, okay, that's the classic. weapon up, left, right. I'm gonna see what that does. Okay, so those are the challenges. Now we know. Okay, you can later on change weapons. I see. I will go the full hour on this one.
While all life must perish, that which is immortal is bound to be reborn. But the Shaper had no hand in your creation. Did he, sweet sisters?
You're our observer?
I think he's an asshole, but yeah.
I am Leighton. I am here to assist you.
How exactly? An observer's talents won't be of much help in this fight.
They definitely don't like each other.
Oh, I fight for the Order of the Ashen Blade in my own way.
Uh-huh.
My presence here is proof enough of my worth. You, on the other hand,
You, though.
are said to be unstable, unruly, and unwilling to follow orders.
Yup.
Our fame precedes us.
And I've got an eye patch, right?
Why do you taunt us?
Your shade is speaking. And to me, how quaint.
Somehow, your authority as an observer is not enough to silence her. What happened here?
A tear opened, clearly. Its cause is unknown.
You can let the dialogue auto-continue. I chose to not let it auto-continue. Right? Like I said, this game has all the options you want. That's really good.
But it's the largest yet seen, and I do believe, getting larger still.
I doubt the Order will be able to hide this one from the masses.
And once it was open,
Many were corrupted, others were possessed. They saw to the rest.
The Order did not foresee it this time.
That is why you were called. You and your two comrades.
3 chimeras. At least the Ashen Blade is sparing no effort now.
Well, 2 chimeras. And you.
Nah.
So caustic. Where are the others?
Strangely, those 2 did not wish to wait for you. You should hurry. Find them and help them, if you can.
How is that person being helpful at the moment? Not at all.
Don't scowl at me. I can offer powerful assistance, if you do well.
Then let us pray you remain safe.
Indeed. May the torchbearer light your way.
may the judge show you mercy.
And may the Shaper grant you fortune in this life, if that's what you can call it. The freight elevators will take you where you need to go.
Good.
Perhaps you will prove us all wrong. I will be watching.
Aha. We can acquire an emerald tear shard. Alright, that's a health pot. Then there are skills. New combos for each unlocked weapon. Oh, look at that. Ferocious Assault. Double hit and then a triple hit. This one costs 5,000. Wow. Looks good though. And oh, we can't upgrade loot yet. Okay, and then you've got lots of options for the hammer weapon. Yeah, we have the air knock. Oh, there. The Ashen Enforcer is effective against shields and barriers. Charged attacks deal critical damage. Alright. So, that's the Ashen Enforcer. And the Vindicator. We don't have the information about this yet, but it's probably good against everything that's not shielded. Right. 10,000. Increases maximum health. Abundant material remains of a wraith. A shade can assimilate it to better contain their entropy. That's for loot. Okay. Shop. Yeah, okay. Cool.
May the Shaper guide your hand.
Not too bad. Okay, where are we stalking off to? Through the window here. No. That was worth a try. I feel like we need to continue in here. Yeah. This is the other one. The other door is where we came from. Wasn't sure about that. That's our new combo. I'm not really sure if it's worth it to destroy all the boxes. But you know, if I know I can get some loot from boxes, I kind of have to. Slash old boxes.
There may be no one here, but I'm not letting my guard down.
Oops, that was not the plan. Equip. It's already equipped. Yeah, I like that air.
There's more.
You can switch weapons during a combo. I didn't understand the combo switch
You want more? I've got more. Who's next?
Hacked into bits. Oh, took a bit too long, huh? There are quite a lot of invisible walls, which is good, because that way you can't fall to your death every 2 meters, because it looks like you would otherwise be doing exactly that. That's currently mild platforming. This double jump and dash is not really challenging as such. Wait. Over here. Aha! Oh. Yay!
Imagine living in such a crowded city.
A
So,
place like this is a feast for
I'm
wraiths.
just gonna get back up there. And then I get teleported here. Okay, that's cool. Right, so I found a secret. Oh, isn't that secret? But pretty cool.
The freight elevators. Someone blocked them.
Oh no! Dead people! How rude of them!
But that would stop the people escaping.
Exactly. They left on their precious ships and left the rest to die. That way they'd made sure they'd escape.
So cruel. Letting others die so they could live.
Yeah.
And yet they all died anyway. Cowards.
Ah, I could actually drop down there. Cool. Yeah, the camera perspective there was a bit odd. So let's see if this one works. Oh no, we can't use that. Oh yeah. That looks better. The blockage.
Sister, are we born of the same evil that did this?
You think too much.
I love that sword. Corpses. So, with all the praise that I did put into the camera direction, it has limits. Sometimes it's a bit, you know, it feels a bit off. But I've been able to do this platforming up here easily, so it's not all bad.
I'm just
Oh.
knight, my sister. We're not backing down.
Oh, he got me. I should have countered that. I had the time. So a new combo. Nice. Yeah, it felt good as well. You know, if you play Devil May Cry or similar games, you kind of get a feeling for the what's it called, the result system. If you felt good about how the combat went, then you usually get a good rating, right? And it's the same case here. It's the same in this case. Combat's fun. It's very straightforward.
We can go this way to the bridge.
If it works.
If it works. It works. 5 minutes, come on. Want to see a big one. It's boss time, isn't it? We'll see. Another achievement on Epic, which I tried to turn off. In general, which didn't work. Very annoying. Yeah, so I was going slow, but everything else was pretty decent. Certain weapons have a smash property. Try to smash an enemy into the ground or up into the air. Yeah, the weapon switch is something I haven't understood yet, so that's all right. Between chapters, you can go and have a look at what you're doing, and it shows you which ones you could acquire. I am. Now, piercing lunge is 5,000, but I want to see that. Right? That looks cool. Now. Start. Yeah, I kind of like it.
I feel something. Something's coming.
What is that?
Purple magic, it's bad.
Oh, no, I won't. Not again.
Sister, stay with me. Do it.
Damn.
She's half demon or something, right? It was hinted at in the tutorial. Introduction. Not calling it a tutorial.
Sister, talk to me. Are you alright?
Yes, despite my weakness.
That power was immense. It's not your fault.
Then whose fault is it? You saw. I almost. If I gave in to the corruption inside me, you'd be lost. I won't allow it.
You resisted. No other Chimera could have done that.
No other Chimera with a damn corrupted as a knight, you mean?
Sister, that was an insanely powerful aura. And there's something else. I could sense there were two chimeras at the source. I felt their strain, their suffering. They pushed themselves to their limits. It was like a scream in my head. But then all of a sudden, they were gone.
Let's chop up some bad guys.
Both of them.
Oh.
Are you certain?
I can't sense either of them now. And the other aura, it's gone too.
Not for good, I wager.
We might be the only ones left to fight it.
Be on guard then. We may have to deal with it sooner or later.
Now, I can't smash down with the big axe. At least I haven't figured out how. And this feels like it's leading up to something, eh? 40 seconds. Show us the thing.
Ethereal residue from the tear. It bears the taint of the corruption.
Okay, loot can interact with ethereal shenanigans.
We can shatter them if we work together. Let me focus my energy.
Ah, okay. So she smashes them only if they are in the field.
I pushed it too far.
Okay. 4. Ah, I was hoping we could see the boss. Because this feels like it's leading up to one. But the time's up, and I kind of hope there was a boss fight here. But there will definitely be a boss fight soon. I can feel it. That was Soulstice. That was good fun. I'm not sure how it plays out over the entirety of the game. As per usual with Spectacle Fighters, the combat is sort of repeating combos, right? It's like playing Tekken or Street Fighter. You learn the combos and then you repeat them. It's quite alright. For me, it works. I really enjoyed Devil May Cry. What was it, 5 or whatever it was called? So yeah, I think I'm gonna finish this one. Looks good. I mean, looks okay, right? But it plays well. Quite fine. Yeah, Vernie is going crazy. So that was Soulstice.